Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be trying out another brew in Standard Best of 1. This is something that I came across on Twitter. I forget who I saw it from, but it is a Golgari self-mill deck, and it is looking to make big chunky creatures like Urborg Lhurgoyf, Tarmogoyf Fish's cousin, twice removed from the other side of the family. So 2 mana, its power and toughness are basically attributed to the number of creatures in your graveyard, and it has a double kicker, so blue or black, that lets you self-mill 3. So we have that. We have Old Stickfingers that self-mills you as well, and then puts the power and toughness equal to creatures. The amount of creatures in our graveyard gets a cost reduction for Rithing a Necromass, 5/5 Death Toucher, and then we have put cards into our graveyard, like Undead Butcher, the cards we mentioned, Old Rusty Boy, Death Bonnet Sprout. Then it also lets us eat their graveyard when we have 3 or more, so the little mushroom that could. We have Cult Conscript as well as Tenacious Underdog that could come back from our graveyard. Our Reclusive Taxidermist gets Swole. If it becomes a 4/3 if we got 4 more creatures in our yard. Just lots of kind of like graveyard focused. Braid's Arisen Nightmare. I figure Mono Black's going to kill all my stuff in this format. Might as well get utility out of it and then just hope to dodge the Trespasser. We are like straight cold dead to Trespasser, but we'll try it out. Let's see how it goes. Braids is a way we can sack our creatures or spells to kind of get some card advantage as well. One thing to note with this deck, when you are playing it, the auto tapper will force Thran Portal to not be tapped, similar to Yavimaya Coast, should you have like the Taxidermist or stuff. So it'll tap like Taxidermist over your land even though it's like a 4/3 and you want to attack. So just be mindful of the auto tapper. Same with Treasure. It'll prioritize not spending the treasure and using your Mana Dork instead. So we'll give it some games. I'm currently at 150 Mythic, but at this point it's pretty early in the season and I was finding that the pairing was taking pretty long, so we'll just jump into a standard event, see how that plays, and then we'll kind of go from there. It's kind of dual-sided. You get Mythic early, which is always cool, but then you're also waiting like 2 minutes a game, or you're getting down paired against like Platinum and Diamond opponents, which I usually want to try to keep it like the same level. It's not that interesting. And then at the same time, like you lose to a Plat as your Mythic and you drop like stupid amounts, you win and you hardly go up. So we'll play an event, see how it goes, see how many games are against Mono Black. Hand looks decent. Prioritize getting Sprouty Boy going. Can go Underdog on 2. I'd like to do this when I can kick it if possible. Cut down goes away. We'll attack in for 1. Just play Underdog here. Blue-white control maybe? If they're playing Skybridge Tower, I'd imagine that's the case. Obscura Storefront. Gains some life. Okay, so we see Braids in the yard. So we'll kick it here. So nice powerful board right now. The sweeper that they could have would be on the following turn. Our Death Bonnet Sprout will flip next turn as well. Farewell obviously destroys us, but you can only play around what you can play around. So we see Thran Portal as well. I think here can do Sticky for 1. I guess we didn't need to commit more to the board, but if they sweep here, I could draw a card, and then my Tenacious Underdog could come back. Okay, we see him ditch, not bitch, a farewell. Now we have multiple lethal threats. Looks like opponent's saying good game. Or 2-mana dudes and dudettes. Mushroom Man. We're going to eat their graveyard, make that 4 power. Alright. Not a bad showing. Opponent drew some cards and died. The best way for blue-white. Doesn't matter how many cards you have in hand if your life total is 0. Alright. Yargleman. Opponent goes first. Probably go... I think it depends what they show first. Let's put sleeves. Okay. Seeing how we drew a second one of these, I was deciding if I want to play this on one. But because we have a couple options... I'm going to wait for them to play a spell and then cast down. They might have something that will target this. This just looks like stock green-white. Gonna have a hard time dealing with this. Problem is this doesn't really attack in well. I needed a land there. Oh, we are just like not drawing lines. We'll hold off. Needed a land there. I wanted to get Rusty going. Confinement's fine there. Lets my braids stick around. We are just not getting any luck this game. Probably just doing this. I'm gonna do this because they'll get back thing. Oh, they don't. Interesting. This might mean that they have the 2-mana double ability or double ETB. Finally. I want to bait out if they have another Circle of Confinement. This gets me the ETB. Okay, if I need to... This is also good because it's an artifact I can sack to Braids. So we get some utility that way. We're winning this race right now, so I'm fine with it. So we'll go Braids this turn. Then we'll sack the artifact. They don't have an artifact, so I get to draw a card. Nope, nope, no! Yes. Because now I can target the Kami and kill it. Have that die again. It's kind of annoying that the removal is exile based. I think we do this. Let them trade here. Get our mill on. We just hit all our lands. Decent amount. So they can get Kami back, but I might be able to outpace it at this point. And at least with the Death Bonnet, when it flips, I can start eating their creatures out of their graveyard. So I might be able to time it. So that flips. Let's mill again. Alright, here's my 10-10, or my 10-11. Interesting that they opted to go with the flyer to die here. Okay, Mashiko's gonna be big. But not big enough! Goyf bros. Goyfy. Good shit. Like, they did hit 3 pieces of exile removal. We did happen to draw our 3 cut downs, so kind of evens out in the end. Keep this. Probably just name black here. So go Reclusive Taxidermist into Sticky Fingers. I hate this land. Alright. We're dodging mono white this round. Or mono black. So next turn I can do this for 2. So reveal cards from top of your library until you reveal X creature cards. Put those creature cards revealed into your graveyard. So it just beefs this up a little bit. Braids actually would have been pretty solid there. We're going to block with Sticky Fingers because I want another creature in my yard for this other Sticky Fingers. So sticky. I actually really wanted Braids. This being a 4-3 will be good in this matchup. Could have Brutal Cathar. Which would be kind of annoying. We need some Goyfs. Or a Death Bonnet. Rusty Boy. There's the Adeline. Good start by the opponent. Could do this for 2. Could do it for 1. If I do this for 1, Recluse gets bigger, but it doesn't do enough. I can do this for 2. Recluse gets bigger, this becomes 5. I think we're just... That's what I mean. You just gotta be mindful. Stop hitting my braids. So now I can trade with Adeline 2 ways. If they have Brutal Cathar, it's kind of annoying. I got these underdogs. I need Goyfs. If they have Sigarda, it's kind of bad. Our Necromass only costs 2 mana. Cut down would be decent. Sacrifice creature tokens you control gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. Okay, that's an easy block here, I think. So we'll play our underdogs here. Play out our hand. I think we're in a decent spot. If they get the mana, they can put a counter on it, make it a little bit bigger. We can throw out a double block. Even then, we can block with Taxidermist. This might be something to explore. Like a go wide strategy seems okay against mono black if they don't draw the Meat Hook Massacre. Is this a soldier? Oh, other creatures. Oh, okay, it doesn't even care. It's just a lord effect. So that's good because I can get braids back. Or I can just get a giant Goyf. So I can get this back this turn, which is pretty nice. Goyf right now is an 8/9. I think we do braids though. That's scary. Buffs up the team quite a bit. Don't have great blocks right now. So I can sack a land. They're not attacking, which I don't know if it's good or bad for us. Like, we need to get our braids back. Or just get something that's to... Oh, shit. Yeah, they're just going over the top. So I need to do this in a way... So that deals with the Anthem. That deals with that. That deals with that. I take 9. I take 9. And I get back 2 cults. Did I? Oh, I missed this initiate. Nah, it's fine, you're dead. We weren't coming back from that? Okay, so... When we draw no removal and they draw all their lords, pretty good for them. It's the problem, like, we can go bigger, but flying seems to be a weakness for our deck. They scaled a little bit larger. Alright. Turn 1 mushroom. So this is kind of awkward because if we don't hit a creature, I can't actually play it on 2. So this bonnet needs to hit something for me. Creature. Perfect. We do need a land. This could be mono black, finally running into it. Looks to be the case. It's a decision. No! Okay. Skilled Magician. I think we go braids here. And just try to draw some cards. This makes this bigger and this gets it closer to flipping. I can play around Liliana like this.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Problem is we are getting to the Sheoldred territory. Drawing both of these early is kind of bad.
I've always hated crowds.
So I can go Taxidermist. I can go Recluse. Probably because I can sack a land if I do this. And then it doesn't really hurt me. If I hit another thing. This lets me play into Sheoldred better. Don't think I care about Liliana this turn. No, I should probably take care of that.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Gotta kind of tax them that way. We're stone raining ourselves, but figure we can draw some cards. We're not going to win the late game. Guess that's fine. I can cut down that. And here... I think we just underdog here. And we'll decline. So they can have Meat Hook here. If they have Invoke, it doesn't do too much. Sleeper could become a 3/3, but we have enough with the 6 power, and then I can just sack something. Alright, taking down Mono Black is actually pretty solid. I don't know why they did that Meat Hook plan. They had a clean answer. Our start wasn't too fast in the sense of actually pressuring them. They could have easily cleaned up that game. This hand looks good. We're going Kill Their Thing, Goyf, Stickfingers. I would love a Death Bonnet on one. Perfect. Because Goyf, we're going to want to keep it when we can kick it. We can make big enough creatures here. This is actually pretty good because we force them into decision point. The exile can be relevant on this Kumano, so we might want to keep the cut down. Notably, this gets around the cut down here. No blocks. I think second here. Was hoping cut down would have been relevant. I don't particularly want this to die. And like die with the sense of etching on here, so we're probably just going to kill it this turn, and then I can mill 3. I just need to get something big enough. Okay, so it seems like they have a burn spell. Stop milling lands. So they missed a land. They have some sort of priority, so it's likely a lightning strike or something. I just want this to be big enough. I'm just going face here. That's fine. So I'm going to play these out. I can block Bloodthirsty now with Tenacious Underdog. They go like Stormseeker here or Squee. I can block. And then these hopefully will hit a couple creatures. The fact we've milled lands only has been kind of annoying. Gonna take 3 here. Rada. So I can put 2 more creatures in the yard. This becomes a 4/4. And that guarantees, so I think we're doing that. They don't have enough to pump Rada. They can get rid of one of my Death Bonnets. Seems like a pretty bad trade for them. Because now I just get real big. 8/8. They can get another haster. I think we just take 1 turn here. And then next turn we kind of go to town. I have braids. I can start like eating at lands. Cool. They should have, well, I guess they couldn't have stopped my Sticky Fingers. So was it right then to just give the Stormseeker haste? You would have pushed more damage through. You're losing Rada anyways. I guess they didn't see my Graveyard Enablers, so it was a little harder for them to know that they shouldn't have gone so aggressive with the Lightning Strike, just dealing with my creatures. But that's the nice thing with this deck. They kill our creatures, but it fuels our others. So even though we kind of were slow to the get-go, as is always, Death Bonnet on 1 is a snap keep. And I don't even need to hurt myself. A little awkward here. This is going to come into play tapped. Is this green-white enchantments? If so, this hand is not very good against them. We'll just play this out. Say go. Drawing our 2 Yavamayakos is a little annoying. We're really only playing these for the mill. Probably not winning this game. Our X1 tribal. When all you draw is shitty. So I really have one turn left where that's relevant. I need these to get cheaper. Now we're in a case where I want to draw black mana and I want to draw spells. Oh god. So no token this turn for them. They could draw a card. I don't advance my board, which also feels bad. And like this game, if we had just more black mana, both my Rithings only cost 1 mana, which would have been good. If they have a pump effect, my Butcher can die. I will get back probably Sticky Fingers. Now they're gonna pop off. Mana got us this game. I'm not going to really beat an active Hallowed Haunting. I'm going to take my Bonnet. Yeah, we're dead. I didn't draw the mana. I can only play 1 spell a turn despite having 5 mana, so you're not going to do much that game. Like, the hand was interesting. We probably could have, like, if we drop our 5/5s that turn, maybe compete. Like, they did have double Wedding Announcement and the Hallowed Haunting, so they were going to go wide. They're eventually going to get flying. Okay, this hand's great. Let's go. Kill it. I'll do it again. Mill, 3 creatures. Okay, 2 creatures, still good. Goyf is a 3/4. Gets around, cut down. Vampires, eh? So we can go Braids here, and I can get back Undead Butcher, and then just kind of get a loop going. Can also get back Death Bonnet. But I think we get back the other Undead Butcher. I guess this puts me pretty bad if they have Liliana. So maybe that was wrong. I should have just gone Restine here. Probably just Undead Butcher. Because my Undead Butcher could get back my Braids if needed. Hate this land. Okay, see Grasp come down. They're at 15. Untap land lets me go both. Perfect. So lead with this, so this gets bigger. Just play out Goyf here. They've shown Infernal Grasp. Their shocks can't kill it at this point. And then I can get my Braids back. Poke me for 2. Probably name blue with this one. Okay, see Fable come down. Ah, you know what? I screwed that up. I should have done this pre. I missed out on damage. Or I didn't, because all I drew was hit lands. So I can block the token here. I'm probably going to do it with actually the Undead Butcher. That way I can get my braids back. They have access to Voltage Surge otherwise. Get back braids. This does make my Goyf fall into Voltage Surge range, which might have been bad. I think that's fine otherwise. Or they have that, which is pretty gnarly. Got a little too aggressive there, maybe. That's actually pretty solid because I can sack this and draw a card. Get another Goyf. So they have Reflection out. Just take the block here. Okay, so kind of in top decking mode, but I have the bigger creature. They have Drain. It's actually really good. So I can do this. They gain a life, but I draw a card. Need to be mindful. Reflection's gonna start going off next turn. But now my board's really big. Get the blue mana so I can get these going. This can trigger the Cult Conscript to get it back. Meat Hook may be the Mirror Breaker right now. So they're digging. It also drains me a bit. Need to be mindful of that. That in the air. They can make 2 copies. Okay, cut down's actually great here. So I can kill the Voldaren Aperture. As they go to target. Target it. Huzzah! Get bent. Goyf! You got him? Okay, so we're positive right now. We're going to try to go for the play points. But we made bank, cash those gems. At this point, those gems might be worth more than Bitcoin, but we'll see. Only running into one mono black. We were able to take him down, which was nice. Keep Cult into Taxidermist, into Sticky, into Rithing. Decent all-around hand. On the play, opponent's got Chandra sleeves. We'll see if it's a mono red deck. We see an Evolving Wilds out of our opponent. Could be Gruul. This could be Jund with Lord Windgrace. Okay, hit 2 creatures. Babble of the Mirror Breaker. Take it. 5/5. We need another Graveyard Enabler. Goyf would be really good here. I can kick it. I just need this slightly bigger. The fact we get hit by Cut Down right now is a little annoying. The bait play there was either I take him off like the lands or we hit him that way. The issue is, okay, so they're reanimating one. So they might be getting Titan of Industry with Gix. Lands, while slow, have allowed them to kind of stabilize. And the fact I don't have removal means we might be getting hit with multiple copies of Titan of Industry. I really need... What do I need? What do I need? I need Cut Down and I need Goyf. Braids wouldn't be bad. I mean, if they Voltage Surge my Rithing Necromance, it takes them off the mana for the turn. Okay, we just see Windgrace. Windgrace getting back the land, gets him some life. Undead's actually pretty solid. Hit some creatures. I mean, the play here is attack with the all. And then they get Titan. They gain 5 life. They go to 12. What do you got? Don't good game me until you've beat me. Let's get back. Goyf. Alright. Sticky was just big enough. Do we get the 7 wins with Goyf? Kind of annoying that game where we just didn't hit black mana, because that one could have been our 7th win. Scotty Magic 86. What's Scotty got? We'll lead on Death Cap. Can go Underdog here. I don't think we're at a point to kick, so I'm gonna go this here because it can block the Evolved Sleeper. If they have Cut Down, it feels bad. Similarly, if they have Infernal Grasp. Or Liliana.
No more distractions.
Blade Drow is gonna get us this game.
Sacrifices must be made.
And the fact that my stupid land is always gonna hurt me. It's actually not bad because it gives me a second creature, insulates me against another Liliana of the Veil.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I personally am happy to discard. They're slowly running out of cards. So I can go the Evolved Sleeper. They're gonna just pump it up. It gets Death Touch this turn. I think we're just taking the damage this turn. They had it all. So here's my 4/5, here's my Goyf. Or I play Braids. Braids I don't really want to sack. Both of these stay around after Cut Down. Why does this always have Death Touch?
You won't be
Probably
outsmarting me.
ditch Sticky Fingers. I think the way we kind of settle this game is through Braids. Do they want to trade here? You want to trade? So I can get this back, but this means I lose my thing, which is probably fine. Because now I just sack it. And they need to decide if they want to sack theirs, which they do. That leaves them no blockers. They can Meat Hook, but I guess Meat Hook does clean my board. Liliana sack.
Your friends have to leave.
That's fine. Play this from the graveyard. I take 2. Maybe made sense to hold back Goyf. Blade of Oni is interesting. Trades? Trades. Okay, Cut Down's a good one to draw. We're gonna play the land. gonna sack the land. And they get Skeletor back. Liliana does force me to discard, which is annoying. Ah, damn it. I can't beat Shieldred, not with my life total this low.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I got one turn. $10, $11, it's not enough. They get me to sack. Yeah, they got me. If we could have dodged Shieldred, maybe. If we had another black source for the cut down, maybe. Nonetheless, 6 wins is pretty good with this deck. Like, Shieldred's just going to beat up on these creature decks. The Evolved Sleeper line, they had a good start. We were on the play, we were kind of on the back foot, but I think all things considered, 6 wins with this deck was a success. What do we think? Sticky Fingers was decent. Like, Trample would go a long way in this deck. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Like, I think all the cards kind of had their place. Necromass was whatever. Maybe we just go a little bit more on the enabling side. What we'd really like is like a Chupacabra style effect. Just a creature that would be a removal, but we're not really getting that in this format. The alternative is we can go Liliana, but we don't have a way to get Liliana back. And we generally want to play our creatures out and take that advantage that way. But all in all, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one. Stay safe out there.